Hello and welcome to my predictions for the round of 16 for the Euro 2024 in Germany. We have some very interesting ties. A lot of them have favourites and there's a lot of ones where you think, oh, it's obvious this one's going to go through. But I will be predicting the correct score of each of the games as well. And, maybe there'll be some upsets. Let's go straight to it. So, first up we have Germany and Denmark. Now this could be a really interesting game because we know the quality that Denmark have. And we know that Germany are yet to face a real test. Apart from Switzerland, which they drew to, and it's not a good look at the home nation drawing to a side like Switzerland, although they were already through, and they looked very strong in the group stages, so I do think that they'll probably go through here. I think that the attacking firepower that Germany have will just be too much for Denmark, and ultimately they are relying too much on Eriksen, I think, from what I saw in the group stage. Maybe I'm wrong. It was a very boring group stage, so forgive me if I am, at least for Group C. But yeah, I feel like Germany will just have too much firepower going forward and will beat Denmark 2-1 in this fixture. And next up we have Switzerland versus Italy, two sides that could easily go through in this one. Italy looking very underwhelming in the group stage and Switzerland looking very promising. A lot of people now putting them as their dark horses. Although, are they the dark horses if they were expected to be pretty good in the tournament? Who knows? Anyway, Switzerland have a very strong team, the likes of Granit Xhaka in the starting 11, and Italy did look underwhelming despite how good that they looked that they could be on paper. Even though their squad looks, not the same as it was last Euros, obviously the reigning champions, they still look like they have a team that could go far in the tournament, and I would be very surprised if they got knocked out here, but I think I'm going to predict them to get knocked out by Switzerland on penalties, 1-1 at full time. And next up we have Spain versus Georgia. Now Georgia have done so well to get to this point of the tournament, and now they face one of the stronger teams, at least in the group stages of this tournament, in Spain. Spain in the group of death obviously, and walked it, topping that group, and they look like a real threat in this tournament. And Georgia, with some really bright upcoming stars, they have the top scorer in the tournament, and they have the most goalkeeper saves on their team. Of course, they've also got Kvaratskhelia, forgive me if I mispronounce that, on their team. And they've got loads of young stars actually coming through. And a lot of them don't actually play in Georgia, which is pretty positive, because obviously if you're playing in Georgia, you're playing lower quality football. A lot of them play in the top 5 leagues, Ligue 1, Serie A, La Liga, and that means that these stars are actually providing and playing really well. And it would not surprise me if they were to score in this game. I don't think they'll go through though. I will go Spain 3, Georgia 1. And next up we have England versus Slovakia. Now this should be a game in which we win. We are one of the favourites, although after that group stage, maybe not. One win in the whole group, and we got it. We were the team that got the win in the group. A very boring group, but we drew both of our other games, and we were quite fortunate to draw those games as well. We were not playing good football, and now we have to face a Slovakia side that will be amped up that they got past the group stage, and maybe they might be able to get something off of us. I do think that we will win this. I think it'll be 1-1 at full time and 2-1 in extra time. We'll go through. So, next up we have Portugal versus Slovenia, another side which will be amped up to get through to the round of 16. Slovenia, very impressive in the group stages, even though they drew all 3 games, and it would not surprise me if this was the major upset of the round of 16, although I do think it is a bit too far-fetched with the way Portugal are playing to say Slovenia will beat them, and I do think that Portugal will just edge it. I'm going to say 2-0. Now, next up, we have potentially game of the round of 16. We have two top sides in France and Belgium going at it in the round of 16, and for some reason, all my predictions are going towards the left side, and I think France are going to win this as well, because Belgium was severely underwhelming in the group stages, and I know France underperformed as well, but they weren't as bad as Belgium were, and I do think that France will go through, and I think it'll be pretty comfortable, but the scoreline won't show it. I think France will go through. It'll be high scoring, 3-2 to France. And penultimately now, we have Romania against the Netherlands. Again, another game which could be a major upset. Romania look like they could be a really strong threat in this tournament, considering they topped a group with Belgium in it. Although I do just think that the Netherlands might be a bit too much for them. Netherlands came in third place. I mean, if you looked at this matchup, you'd say Romania were the third place team and Netherlands were the team that topped their group. But no, it was the other way around. And I mean, Romania could easily get a result in this game the way they're playing. I just don't think they will. I don't think their firepower will be enough for them, and the Netherlands will, as the more experienced nation with the better players, will just pull through. I'm going to go 2-1 to the Netherlands. And penultimately now, we have Romania against the Netherlands. Again, another game which could be a major upset. Romania look like they could be a really, really strong threat in this tournament, considering they topped a group with Belgium in it. Although I do just think that the Netherlands might be a bit too much for them. Netherlands came in third place. I mean, if you looked at this matchup, you'd say Romania were the third place team and Netherlands were the team that topped their group. But no, it was the other way around. And I mean, Romania could easily get a result in this game the way they're playing. I just don't think they will. I don't think their firepower will be enough for them, and the Netherlands will, as the more experienced nation with the better players, will just pull through. I'm going to go 2-1 to the Netherlands. And finally, we have Austria, who topped a very, very tough group with France and Netherlands, against Turkey, who came second in a pretty tough group with Portugal. Two sides which, let's be honest, the winner of this are the dark horses of the tournament, in my opinion. And I do think it will be Austria because of how well they performed in the group stage. I mean, it is undeniable. They played so well, and I think that they will take the game to Turkey and actually smash them. This will be the thrashing of the round of 16. I'm going to go 3-0 to Austria over Turkey. So, if I was to get all my predictions right, this would be what the quarterfinals looks like. And oh my god, look at how exciting that looks. France, Portugal, Spain, Germany, some big, big games. And then obviously, you've got some underdogs in Austria, Netherlands, and England, Switzerland, where, Austria and Switzerland could easily get through those games. But it will be interesting to see what happens in these in the round of 16. Let me know if you disagree with any of my takes in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate if you liked and subscribed, and thank you for watching.